Hi, welcome to Detailing World's Back to Basics video. Today we're going to be looking at the wash stage. So obviously this is possibly the most important part. This is obviously what makes your car look clean and shiny. However, this is also the stage where you may, if you're not careful, inflict scratches and swirl marks into your car, which is what we're trying to avoid with safe washing methods. Products we're going to need for this stage then are a couple of buckets, one for your wash solution and one for clean rinse water, a couple of grit guards, one in each bucket, a wash mitt and some shampoo. You'll also need a hose pipe or a pressure washer. So if you've got to this stage, hopefully you've seen the last two videos, you've already cleaned your wheels and you've done the initial pre-wash. Now we're on to the actual contact wash. So first of all, we're going to talk about the products that you're going to be using. Obviously a couple of buckets, that's quite self-explanatory. Just fill one with clean rinse water and the other one will have your wash solution in, and a grit guard in the bottom to keep all of the dirt and grit that comes off your car into the bottom of the bucket so it doesn't come back into contact with the car later on. For the shampoo, you just want a quality car shampoo. So we're going to be using the Dodo Juice Born to be Mild today, and you want something that's quite slick and lubricated, but also quite bubbly, foamy, something to encapsulate the dirt as well. And that's to help lift the dirt off the car and prevent any scratches. You will then also want to throw that sponge away and get yourself a nice quality wash mitt. It can be a lambswool wash mitt or a microfiber wash mitt. Today we're going to be using the Fuzzy Hair wash mitt from Dodo Juice, which is a nice, very long fiber, microfiber wash mitt. And the idea with these wash mitts and the lambswool ones is that the dirt basically gets absorbed by the wash mitt. It doesn't scratch the paintwork, and then you go back to the rinse bucket and just rinse the dirt back out before getting some more wash solution. So before we get onto the actual process, I'd like to say a big thank you to Dodo Juice for sponsoring this series. Everything you see me use in today's video, you will be able to win yourself. So that is a couple of wash buckets, a grit guard for each bucket, a Fuzzy Hair wash mitt, and also a bottle of Born to be Mild. So to win this, please let me know your current shampoo that you're using. Just leave a comment below on the shampoo that you use at the moment. It can be Dodo Juice, it can be any other brand that you may be using, and I'll pick a winner towards the end of this series. So back onto the process then. First of all, fill up the buckets. We want to fill one with rinse water, nice clean water, nothing else in there. Use hot or cold. I prefer to use warm water because it's just nicer to use. And then fill up the wash bucket. You want about 15 litres in there, so let the water run in. Get about 5 litres in and then put in a healthy amount of shampoo. You typically only need sort of 30 to 40 ml of shampoo in that amount of water. But if you just let the water run a little bit first, apply your shampoo, you should then see it foam up. Drop your wash mitt in there as well to get that nice soaked up with the product as well. One final stage, if you've got a pressure washer, just dip your pressure washer into the wash bucket and give it a quick blast for about 5 seconds just to generate some extra suds. So actually moving on to cleaning the car then. I always start off with the windscreen first, and remember with a wash mitt there's two sides to the wash mitt. So you can typically wash the entire windscreen with one side of the mitt, flip it over and then do the passenger windows. Go back to your rinse bucket, rinse that out, make sure there's no large chunks of dirt on your wash mitt, make sure it's clean, and then go back to your wash solution and grab some more product. I will then wash the rear window, again one side of the mitt, flip the mitt over and then do the driver's side windows. Once the windows are done, it's then a case of working methodically. So I work top down. So starting on the roof, you can do about a quarter of the roof, flip your mitt over and then continue backwards. Rinse, grab some more wash solution and then do the other half of the roof. The same then applies to the bonnet as well. So visually split it into quarters. You can do a quarter with one side of the mitt, flip the mitt over and then do the other quarter. Go to the rinse bucket, grab some solution and then do the other side. Once the flat panels are done then, you just basically work front to back, top to bottom. So you want to start on the front driver's wing, go up the A-pillar, back down around the fuel cap area and then clean along the tops of the doors, and then repeat the process. Rinse your mitt, grab some clean solution and then do the same on the passenger side, and then maybe the top of the boot as well after that. And just keep repeating this process. Again, it's all about being methodical, so just work your way top down, front to back. You've got to remember the bottom of the car is going to be the dirtiest, and also the boot area typically tends to be the dirtiest as well. The very lower parts of the car then, so if you've got any creases in the bodywork, any defining lines, you may want to use a second wash mitt, something that you don't mind getting a little dirtier, because that is where a lot of the grime and the road salt and all of that is going to be. Any mud, it's all going to be at the bottom end of the car. If at any point the wash mitt looks dirtier than you're thinking, you've not actually cleaned a lot, don't worry, go back to the rinse bucket and just rinse a lot of that out. Make sure there's no large chunks of debris in there before getting some more wash solution. And you can top your wash solution back up as well, so just dip your pressure washer in there or your hose pipe, give it a quick blast, and that will generate more suds as well. So once the entire exterior of the car is done, don't forget to do your door shuts as well, also the inside of the boot as well. That is another area that tends to get overlooked by a lot of people, but again can make the difference for someone who's just looking at getting into detailing. And then finally, once the entire car has been washed, give it a rinse down with either your pressure washer or your hose pipe, rinsing from top to bottom, and once all the water and suds are gone, we're moving on to the next stage. So yeah, once again, thank you very much to Dodo Juice for sponsoring this series. If you've enjoyed this video, please make sure you smash that like button. And if you're not subscribed to the channel already, please do consider subscribing as well. In the next episode, we're going to be looking at decontamination, what that is and how we do that. If you've not seen the previous episodes, we've got an episode on wheels and pre-washing, and you can view them in the playlist up here as well. So with that said, we'll see you in the next video.